best student in class become greatest man in the world. Almost of us, getting high grades in class could be the decisive point to prove you could be successful in your future or not. But in fact, do the scoring table decide everything? When you go to school and you don't get high grades and disappointed your friends and your parents, you could be just as a bad student. Of course, this isn't always right, but people always compare the grades you have in class with your success in future. Number 1 could be Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein did not speak until he was 4 years old and did not read until he was 7. His parents thought he was subnormal, and one of his teachers described him as mentally slow, unsociable, and adrift forever in foolish dreams. He was expelled from school and was refused admission to Zurich Polytechnic School. He did eventually learn to speak and read, even to do a little math. Albert was so absent-minded that he was always losing stuff, even as a grown-up, like the key to his room. If he went to visit others overnight, he forget his clothes or even his entire suitcase. One family friend said, "That man will never amount to anything because he can't remember anything." Einstein was like most of us, good at some things and sometimes really bad at others. Fortunately, he worked hard at developing his strengths. He didn't let his weaknesses hold him back. He didn't allow the criticism of others to make him give up. Finally, Albert Einstein, considered by many greatest genius who ever lived. In 1999, Time magazine crowned him the person of the century, describing him as the preeminent scientist in a century dominated by science. Number 2 could be Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison was not an exceptional case in class. He was an inquisitive child, but a poor student, and his mind often wandered. Thomas Edison's teachers said he was too stupid to learn anything. Maybe his teacher would be so fascinated about his stupid student, can achieve 1,907 patents, and then become the greatest inventor and businessman who developed many devices that greatly influenced life around the world. He was fired from his first 2 jobs for being non-productive. As an inventor, Edison made 1,000 unsuccessful attempts in inventing the light bulb. When a reporter asked, "How did it feel to fail 1,000 times?" Edison replied, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." Number 3 could be billionaire Bill Gates. He used to say, "I failed in some subject in exam, but my friend passed it all. Now he is an engineer in Microsoft and I am the owner of Microsoft." His decision to drop out of the famous school, Harvard University, had received many objections from family. His family thought that Harvard must be the good start for his success, but Bill had proved that it's not always right. 4. George Bush. George Bush was said as a good president and strong leader, but maybe rarely people know that he's never highly appreciated for speech in front of the crowd. However, he also impressed for some profound and meaningful speech at the graduation ceremony of students from Southern Methodist University. He said, "To those of you who are graduating this afternoon with high honors, awards, and distinctions, I say well done. And as I like to tell the C student, you too can be president." While in fact, President used to have bad grades in Yale University, although he is intelligent. It was due to his interest in real life than books. With his statement above, he also approved that negative balance in the school does not prevent you from conquer the peaks of glory. Well, there are many well-known successful people who are not dependent on their high grade at school, including Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, or billionaire Richard Branson, who got dyslexia and dropped out from school when he was 15. They show us the vision of life with full of unlimited possibility where people can hardly imagine. Our world constantly changes every day, and the ability of human creativity is also infinite. We should not trap ourselves by any education system or score table, or anyone who tries to impose rigidly. Some quotes below are from a famous astrophysicist, Neil deGrasse. He spoke at Massachusetts Amherst University, and it was posted on Elliott Daily. Your grades, whatever your GPA, rapidly become irrelevant in your life. I cannot begin to impress upon you how irrelevant it becomes, because in life they aren't going to ask you your GPA. If a GPA means anything, it's what you were at that moment, and it so does not define you for the rest of your life. A person's character, experiences, and connections, not grades, ultimately determine their direction in life. Success requires passion, perseverance, emotional intelligence, and the ability to understand the value of failure. This is precisely why we see so many C students, people we wouldn't necessarily expect, running the world. They understand what it means to struggle and often have to overcome more obstacles than many others realize. This is not to say that getting poor grades guarantees success, but that doing well in school doesn't mean you'll always be on top. In the end, grades are just arbitrary letters on a page. True achievement is a product of making observation and altruistic changes in the real world.